Good afternoon. Happy Monday, or Thursday. I think that's right. But want to start out, I think over the last 5 weeks, our football team is playing as well as anyone in our conference. I think we really started becoming consistent, playing good football, finding ways to play good ball with some key players out, and that's what good teams do. And the fact of the matter is, on Tuesday night, you had two really good football teams play each other in a great rivalry game. And the game was very, very similar to last year. Great football game. That's what that game's supposed to look like. And I've been on both sides of great rivalries where you've won and you lost. And it hurts like no other whenever you don't find a way to beat your rival. Just like last year's game, it came down to 2 or 3 plays on each side of the ball, and that's what happened. We didn't make 2 or 3 plays on offense in the second half. We didn't make 2 or 3 plays on defense in the second half. You make half of those, you win the game. And we found a way last year to make those 2 or 3 plays in the second half to give ourselves a chance to win. So I'm very, very proud of our football team. We finally have gotten that rivalry the way that it's supposed to look. And obviously we will always want to come on the other end of that, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But that's why they're rivalries. Crazy things that happen. But just like I said, I'm really, really proud of our kids, our coaches, and I'm really proud of how we've become a better football team. You always evaluate, do you become better as the year goes on? And we have. And we've had injuries and all that. And it started out poor, I thought, the beginning of the season. We got hurt in the Michigan game and didn't find our way till about the 5th week, 6th week of the season. And we're playing good football right now, and we're going to have to continue to do that. We're playing a team that, in my opinion, they played the second toughest schedule in this conference. We played the toughest without a doubt, not even close. But these guys have played some really good football teams. And we're going to have to go up and we're going to have to play extremely well, just like we have been. And, we're banged up. The fact of the matter is we're beat to death, but that's that time of year. And it's that time of year, and we've got to go find a way to go play our very, very best, and that's what we want to do in this month. So we got a challenge ahead of us. There's no question.
After watching the film of the Toledo game, is there something specific in the second half that stood out? Maybe like just a certain area, whether offense or defense, that maybe just was tough that kind of led to Toledo winning?
Offensively, we blocked them well in the first half. In the second half, there was really no adjustments. We just struggled blocking them, plain and simple. And the times that we did block them, we had 3 opportunities to put the game away, one of which was down here in the red zone. The other one was our turnover, which they made a terrific play. We harp on ball security, and 56 does a great job hustling and stripped Cam from the back end, and it was a violent strip. It was how we coach our guys to strip the ball. And there was another opportunity that we let slip away. And then defensively, we didn't hold them on. They made an unbelievable play on 3rd down to put it to 4th and 2, and then we had 2 busts on 2 coverages. So that's how that game goes, though. I mean, those great rivalry games, it's up, down, you do great, you stutter, and at the end of the day, you're trying to find a way to make one more play than they did, and unfortunately, they made one more play than what we did. That's the fact of the matter. And as much as that hurts, as painful as that is, we got to experience the other end last year, and this year we didn't, and that's why that rivalry game's awesome.
What's maybe the message to the team this week to try to respond from obviously a tough loss like that? I don't see us acting any different. We've got the opportunity to have the first
winning team, winning record here since 2015. We got a chance to win 8 ball games with the toughest schedule in the MAC. And we're a good football team. We've found who we are, and I think our program is just keeps on getting better, and that's what I want. And that's what our whole goal is. Every year we've gotten better, and we need to finish now. We got to finish against Western Michigan, who's a damn good team. Just like I said, their schedule, if you look at who they played, wow. I mean, for a brand new program and having that schedule, come on now. They've been through the ringer. So we've got to go out and find a way to play our best football, and we're beat up. So we got to get guys to step up, and I don't see a letdown. And if so, I'd be really disappointed. But we've got great character on our team. We've got great character as a staff, and we're not going up there and just playing a game. We're going to go up there and try to win our 7th ball game, be the first team that's had a winning record here, and then take a little break, get healthy, and go find a way to win a bowl game.
I think one thing that stood out these last few weeks, you guys have really racked up a lot of sacks compared to the first sack this season. I think 15 in the last 4 games. Has there maybe been a difference these last few weeks in that department? Because obviously you guys are really getting to the quarterback and getting sacks. Yeah,
we're doing it a different way. Last year when you had Carl, you could sit and rush 4, and Carl was equivalent to rushing 6. I mean, he was an unbelievable pass rusher, and it really helped our young secondary, to be quite honest with you. We're better in the secondary. We're hands down, head and shoulders, so much better at the corner position, so much better at the safety position. So now we're able to pressure. And I think our guys do. I know Campy and Steve and Sammy, all those guys in there do an unbelievable job. They understand protection, and they're going to attack your protection and force you to either remike, force you to change your protection, and that's why we're hitting the quarterback in the head. Essentially, is because we're doing a great job of with protection, or with attacking protection.
Obviously, DeQuan Finn had that early touchdown run, but he was really limited. And, you guys got 3 sacks against him. Do you guys feel that you've maybe taken a step forward in limiting mobile quarterbacks? Is that something that you felt maybe improved this year?
I don't know. I have no idea. I know that we were trying to keep him in the pocket as much as we could, but he's a hell of a player. I mean, he's a hell of a player. That play he made on 3rd down to put it to 4th and 2 was spectacular. And, that's what people do in that game. Our kids made some big plays. Their kids made some big plays. Unfortunately, they made one more.
Cassius Howell, 7 sacks the last 4 games. He's only a sophomore. How critical has he been this season for that linebacker core?
Well, when we get, everyone forgets about Hardiman here. And you get Hardiman and Cassius Howell on the field together next year, they're going to, it's going to be equivalent. And again, I'm never going to, I think Carl Brooks is a phenomenal football player. But I really honestly believe with Cassius lined up in one position, in the Sam position, we move Hardiman over to the rush. Those are 2 guys that are really, really hard to block. And, the fact of the matter is as a defensive guy, you really would love to rush 4 because you're able to protect your secondary. And I think next year with those 2 guys on the field, we're going to be able to protect our secondary and then be really unpredictable in the blitz, and that's when you're good. So, I love Cash. He's come a long way. It's been fun to develop him, and, we understand the transfer portal. We get it. We got to do it, but this is why we recruit high school kids, because Cassius, we've got our hands wrapped around him. And he was talented when we recruited him, but we're really molding him to who he is. And I hope we don't, as coaches, get away from still recruiting high school guys, because that's what this is all about: development, molding your players. And trust me, I understand you got to do what you got to do in the transfer portal, but at the end of the day, your foundation better be from high school kids.
You mentioned Demetrius. Has he been improving over the years?
Yeah, I talked to him today. It's exciting. He's going to, hopefully at his next doctor's appointment, be able to be cleared to start lifting and working out. And, as awful as that injury was, I'm thankful that it happened because there was stuff that they found in there that if he would have gotten into a car accident after football or something, it could have really caused major problems. So it's fixed. And he's going to be able to play football. He's going to be able to have a good life. And God finds his way of making things right. Let's just put it that way.
Last week you talked about Harold Fannin Jr. on like a personal level. He had another big game a couple nights ago. What does that do for the rest of the offense to have him playing this way?
Yeah, my take with Harold is this. He's 1 year away from he needs another year in our program, one more year. And there's some things that he needs to get cleaned up to take the next step. Example being, he came into training camp not in shape. He pulls his hamstring on rep number 8 of Skelly. He misses 5 weeks. And so he needs to learn how to be a big-time player. And that takes a heck of a lot more than just practice. It's taking care of your body, handling all your off-the-field deals. He's a great kid, don't get me wrong. But there's some things that he needs to learn before he leaves Bowling Green. And we can help him, and we have helped him. He's taken tremendous steps, but he has that one more step to take. And he's been through a bunch with his personal life, with his family. And we need to get Harold Fannin playing the way he's playing right now all year long, because he didn't do that. And we know that our relationship with him, relationship with his mom, relationship with his high school coach, that we can give him that and get him prepared to take that next step in his career. And that's my message to him, long and short.
Strength of schedule has come up a couple times here. And like yesterday, I'm reading national stuff, like bowl projections. And when they talk about strength of schedule, it kind of goes the other way. Like Toledo, if they were going to go to a New Year's 6, there's discussion that a 2-loss AAC team would be a better fit. I guess because of the strength of schedule argument. Do you feel like the MAC gets the level of respect it deserves nationwide?
Yeah, of course. I mean, look how many pirate flags are out there. I mean, my goodness gracious. There's Miami of Ohio winning a huge one. Northern Illinois going and beating Boston College. I know I'm missing a bunch, but us going down to Georgia Tech and not winning the game, dominating the game. So there's a lot of people right now that don't want to play Miami of Ohio, Ohio U, Bowling Green, Toledo. There's a lot of people that don't want to play us right now, especially when we get healthy. So that's the cool thing about the MAC. I remember being at places like Michigan and Florida, and you're scared to death of those teams. They could come in, and so we got some good teams in this conference, really good football teams. So the moral of the story is every Saturday, doesn't matter what emblem you have on your helmet, you better show up and you better play. And it's the same thing that goes to this week. We've got a team that I don't even know their record, won 2 games, 3 games, doesn't matter. You better show up, you better prepare, you better play your tail off, because anyone in this conference and anyone in football right now can beat anyone. I mean, you just can. So to answer your question about strength of schedule, I don't know. I'm not at one of those big places, but I think our conference is very difficult because most of the time you're playing 2 people that are way better than you. I mean, way better than you, and they have all the resources and all this. So I like the MAC, plain and simple.
Talk about Tayron Keith and his role right now, especially with Terrion out. And we're going to see Terrion this year?
Both backs will be game time decisions. We still have a chance to get Stewart back, but we'll make all those decisions. I mean, everyone is beat up. So It's going to be a lot of contingency plans. You know, it's hard to game plan right now because you got to put 5,000 ideas into your game plan because you don't know who you have. And you won't know who you have until, you know, you wake up on Tuesday morning. And hopefully there's some guys that could battle through their challenges with their beat-up bodies right now.
Ron Keith, would you say he was maybe 80%, 90%? I mean, was he fully healthy for that Toledo game? Because obviously he made pretty good impact.
I don't know if anyone's 100% right now. I mean, the wear and tear. I mean, Connor. I mean, you could go through the Cam even. I mean, there's not a position group that I could sit here and say that they're 100% right now. I mean, it's that time of year, you know. So you got to dig down deep and find a way and really be mentally tough.
I felt like the wide receivers had a little more effective game against Toledo. Odu was able to get open a little bit. Obviously, Austin and that pool. How did you kind of feel the receivers did, especially in that first half?
You know, we had big plans for the whole entire wide-up group this season. And things didn't necessarily fall into place the way that we wanted with them. We went through, they've been through major injuries, like from OJ to Abdul. I think actually Osborne is the only one that has truly stayed healthy. Everyone else is, the entire season has been battling nagging injuries. We got into a position where we didn't know who our quarterback was day to day, and a couple really poor weather games. So we would have loved to get those guys the ball more, but the fact of the matter is they were beat up, and sometimes your initial plans don't fall into place, and you got to use your contingency plans.
A lot of those receivers are 5th and 6th year receivers in college. How has their maturity been in kind of handling?
Yeah, well, they're going to have to, in everyone's career, you got to learn how to play through adversity and injury. So OJ stayed healthy last year. Tyrone Broden stayed healthy last year, and we were able to get those guys the ball much more. The fact of the matter is that OJ's been battling to be able to really run full speed, and Abdul's the same way. So, and then Finn's been hurt numerous times. So it's part of it. You got to learn how to do it. If you plan on playing at the next gig, there's only 52 guys on the roster or something like that. You got to learn how to play through bumps and bruises. Obviously not being hurt, but bumps and bruises, which happens to those guys.
Toledo started with the ball, and then they had like just under like a 2-minute drive to start the game, find the end zone, and then you saw the offense come out and score. I think it was like a 1-minute drive. How did it feel just to see the offense respond the way they did, and then the defense did as well as they stopped the Toledo offense throughout that first half?
Yeah, I thought we played a really good half on both sides of the ball. And we knew offensively this was not going to be a grind-out game. You know, everyone is saying that we should have grinded the clock out and all this other stuff. Well, no. They were going to score. We had to score to put the game away. And we called the right play. It just didn't happen. We didn't make the play. You always remember, I mean, I could sit here and vividly remember the Ohio State-Michigan games that came down to stuff like that, and I know the plays inside and out. You never forget them. I'll never forget that play. I'll never forget the 3 that we screwed up on defense and the 3 that we missed on offense. That's why the rivalry games are so awesome. You never forget those, and you're constantly battling 365 days a year to make those plays. And that's why those cool rivalry games. I'm excited about the rivalry game now because it's a game. It is a game now. Well, heck, when we first started here, we put everything into, we were terrible and just found a way to win. And then we got our tails beat in by them 2 years in a row because we still weren't ready to play. And now it's a game now. And that's the way it's, in my opinion, I think they would probably feel the same. That game should be that way and look that way and taste that way, and hopefully we come on top more than they do. But that's the way rivalry games are supposed to look.
How'd it feel just to see a packed house on Tuesday? That was an awesome atmosphere.
Yeah, we're going to get to the point that we're going to be really good here, and the Deutsch's going to look like that all the time. And you got to put a good product out there. It's been a battle, but we're making headway. You know, we're getting in a position to be a consistent team. Knock on wood. We've got to keep everyone strike right in the transfer portal. So if it was back in the old school days where guys couldn't leave and all that, I'd sit here and probably say stuff that I probably shouldn't say. But, you know, if everything works out the way it should be, we're going to have a damn good team.